What's up, you guys? It's your boy JC Young coming at you with another video. So today I decided to do a little makeup. A couple friends come over later, so wanted to do a little something. Got the gold going, you know, a little Egyptian vibe going. So if you want to see how I did this, stay tuned. By the way, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you know when I post videos, alright? So here we go with the story. So today, I'm off work. I want to apologize for missing the last week's post. This was supposed to go up last week, but I was having some technical difficulties, and work was just kicking my butt. And honestly, I just haven't been in the mood for makeup, or I've just been coming home from work and just been tired. But I'm here now, and I will be more consistent, and I miss you. Yes, you watching the video. So today, I said I was going to tell a story, but I just want to talk about something that I'm working on, and maybe other people are working on it too. But I've just learned that I don't like confrontation, and it's usually with people that I feel like have something of mine that they can control. I won't say anything. And it's something that I've had to coach myself to grow out of. I think that I've lived my life for so long in fear, whether it be a job or whether it be in a relationship, and I just completely, keep thinking that something's gonna happen. It's just fear, and it has hindered me. It's hindered my growth as a man. And now that I'm older, I just, whenever I feel a certain way, I always, pray to God for answers, or I just try to evaluate every situation. And even though I don't like confrontation, a problem has to be addressed, and there's a way to do it. So I learned that when you address a problem, you have to tell the person how you feel and put your ego aside so that it comes out right, And this is something I've been doing for a long time, but there's just certain pieces of it, I guess, that I was missing that I'm starting to understand now. But you gotta put your ego to the side and just tell the person how you feel. You gotta stand up for yourself and tell the person how you feel. Now, standing up for yourself when you come from a background where you don't speak and say how you feel, it doesn't really matter unless you pay bills. And some of y'all know what I'm talking about. But coming from that background, you just get in the habit of being numb to things that that bother you or that you disagree with, and you just kind of let it roll over. It needs to be said and then corrected. But as far as the reaction that the other person may have, that's out of your control. That's out of my control. They're going to react however they react. And that'll be that. Because you can't control how they react. Now, what we don't want, you can sit around all day and think about how they'll react and what reaction you don't want, but it's not going to do you any good. If you need to say something, just say it. Think about it. Maybe practice before you say it so it comes out right. But if the person doesn't understand you and they're just dismissing your feelings, then that may just be something, or someone or a situation that you need to walk away from. We can only teach people how to treat us, and teaching doesn't mean forcing them to understand how you feel. You can't force anybody to understand how you feel or how you think, because we all think differently. So, but yeah, have to say that's been one of my biggest challenges is boundaries. And I know I've said this on this channel many a times, like creating boundaries with people. Sometimes, like back in the day, instead of I just hate telling people no. I don't know why. Like, I mean, now it's different. I tell people no, but it just, to me, it doesn't feel good to set boundaries with people. It makes me feel bad, but and there's reasons behind that. With like I said, things that have happened to you. Maybe trauma or something. Like, it just creates us to act the way that we do, and you have to be. I always tell myself, like, you have to be your parent. You have to parent your inner child, if that makes any sense. Because there are things that we've learned and habits that we have learned as kids, and we've picked them up for whatever reason, and we become adults. And like for me, I learned how to suppress my feelings a lot, and I thought that was being strong, but it's not, because it takes more strength to deal with the situation and to confront people. It takes more strength to do that, and suppressing it was just, it's not good for your health. It's not good. You end up, my therapist says, you're like a soda bottle. They shake you up, or you shake up, and you hold so much in until you explode. And even if you don't explode, certain things manifest in other ways, in other portions of your life, and it's just, God is so good. That's all I can say, because without God, I never would have been able to make it to where I'm at today. And I have overcome a lot, and I'm still fighting to overcome, more mentally. The healing process is just like an ongoing journey. It's never really completely over, until the day we leave here. And I guess that's like when you fulfill your destiny, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just a total work in progress. But I like to show that. I don't want to pretend that I'm perfect. I like to show that, and I like to talk about these things, because I think that possibly there's other people out there like me, and it could maybe help them. Sometimes people want you to figure something out that you don't understand about yourself. But if they would sit you down and just tell you, then you could possibly understand. But sometimes you just got to find out on your own. But really, on your own is the best way to find out, because a lot of times you have people teaching you things that you look at and you're like, well, who are you to be teaching? Because we all have our baggage and issues. Nobody's perfect. But if you are the defensive types, like I can be sometimes, then sometimes you do have to learn things the hard way. But guess what? That's life. And I think even though you learn things the hard way, it's the fact that you learn them. Because some people are in situations and they're around people, and they may never learn, because no one's there to try to teach them or care about them enough to tell them, to try to help them become better or fix something. But yeah, this week it's been a little crazy, but I'm trying to get back on the grind and be doing 2 videos a week. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking and watching my videos. I love you so much. Thank you for showing love. And I just think for so long we just have dreams and aspirations of doing so many things. I remember just talking about, YouTube, just talking about it like I want to do it, And I would be upset because I'm like, man, I've been talking about this for so long and I haven't done it yet. But the thing about it is that when you're ready to do something, you'll do it in your own time. And sometimes it's not even your own time, it's God's timing, and that's perfectly fine. But what's most important, one of the most important things is to deal with fear. Fear is like, it will have you afraid to live your life. It'll have you worried every day about things that you know that God will take care of, and God takes care of all the time. But you just, for some reason in your brain, you just stress out and worry. It's almost like human nature for us to worry. Sorry about that. My friend just called and interrupted my recording. But yeah, fear can ruin your life if you let it. And it comes from within ourselves, and it also comes from the people around us sometimes, So that's why I've always liked to surround myself with people who encourage me to do anything that I set out to do, and they support me, because you need that, especially if you don't have much support from your family, you need to have people around you supporting you, and not just even supporting you, just people who really want better for you. Those are the best people to be around. And people who want better for you usually want better for themselves, so they're constantly, doing something. I strongly believe that dreams can come true. You just have to work at it. And the opportunities that I've had, I'm just so grateful. Can't say that all of them have gone where I wanted them to go, but it doesn't matter, because I feel like I'm talented and gifted in a couple ways, and that's not ego talking. That's just how I feel. That's confidence. And there's just so many different things that I want to do, and they involve other people too. Like, it's not just me. It's not all about me. I want to make other people feel good. I think at my job, what I do is I help already. I work with kids with autism, but that's just gonna be the beginning. Like, I really want to do like makeovers and just make people feel good about themselves, because there's so many people out there who, they don't even know. They don't think about what they've overcome. Like today, it's like, what have you overcome? Because every day we're fighting some type of battle or going through something that nobody else knows about. So honestly, if you sit there and you think about what you've accomplished, it's like, you should celebrate yourself. You should celebrate yourself, and you should let others celebrate you too. But most of all, celebrate yourself, because maybe, others may not celebrate you, but make sure you celebrate yourself. It has nothing to do with ego, it has to do with confidence. And I think people get ego and confidence mixed up, and it makes them not want to be confident because somebody calls them out for being arrogant, instead of normalizing having confidence in saying, oh, I look good today, or I did a good job on that, or, just having the ability to just accept whatever you've done that makes you happy and makes you feel good about yourself without feeling guilty that someone's looking at you saying, thinking that you're conceited or something. Because a lot of those people, they haven't got to where you're trying to get to yet. Some people might think, oh, well, you take pictures of yourself, you're conceited, or you wear all that makeup just to mow the lawn, you're conceited. And it's like, you're doing you're doing what you're comfortable with, and that's what you should be doing. I feel like we should be doing what makes us happy, and we shouldn't be apologetic for being confident. Putting your ego aside is one thing, but being confident, I get tired of, I think, over the years, I think people have gotten tired of me pointing out my flaws to them, and I feel the same way about people. Sometimes I'm like, but sometimes it's just venting, but other times it's just like, come on now, like, just be happy with what you have, and if you can't change it, work with it, and make it look good, whatever you do, even if it's a horrible job that you don't like. I love my job, but sometimes to make your day go better, if you feel good, or if you look good, you feel good, you've heard that saying before. So sometimes you just gotta put on your best face and hit the road, or just do something that makes you feel good. And when you feel good, you can make other people feel good. Sincerely. Not just that, like, oh, it'll be okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just like, I don't know. Sometimes it's like, sometimes people tell you things that are bad and you don't know what to say. But my first instinct is like to say something about a solution first. And, like try to help instead of being like, oh, that's too bad. Like, I want to uplift you. If I bring myself to your level in your situation, then how am I supposed to try to uplift you? My first instinct is to be like, okay, well, what can we do? Let's think together. Let me help you. That's how I really feel. But I do understand sometimes we hear things from our families and friends, and we can't really, sometimes we don't have the time to give the response we want. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like sometimes we gotta stop and take the time and respond to things and make the time for people. My little sister, she's been calling me like every Saturday. And my family and we're not really phone people. I don't really like talking on the phone at all. I don't even care to text either. But just her making the effort to call me is like, it made me feel really good, because I had tried to do that with everybody before, and it's hard. And I think a lot of people, their favorite excuse is like, oh, well, I'm working. And it's like, we all work though. You got to make the time. If you want it, you will make time for it. You know what I'm saying? That goes for any type of relationship. I understand people get busy, And I do not mind. Me, I be in my own little corner. 'Cause I just like peace. But I always pray that everybody's okay. But yep. So yeah, that's just a little update on me and what I'm working on. Hopefully I'll remember. And lately I've just been writing stuff down because there's nothing like learning something and then forgetting that you learned it and making the same mistake again and again and again. I know I've talked about that before, that cycle. Like, if you want something different, you gotta do something different. You just have to. And God can't do all the work. God cannot do all the work. Yeah, I miss my family. Miss some of my friends. But the person I missed the most was myself. Because so many times in life you just really feel like you lose yourself trying to please other people and trying to be what other people want. So it just feels good to have found myself again and to feel good in my skin and not to feel afraid as much. Like, there's still some fear there about certain things, but it's not as much as it was. And being in this peace, like, I have time to think about things that I wouldn't have time to think about before I got to this place. I don't know how long this video is, but I know I can't talk the whole video because I just kind of go off of what I naturally want to say. But I feel like I'm going to run out of stuff to say. I think, I'm always talking about self-care. It's hard taking care of yourself. Because taking care of yourself doesn't mean just paying your own bills and stuff. And my friend used to say that to me, and every time she said it, I understood what she said, but and she's a really good friend. But she always used to say, take care of yourself, take care of yourself. And I'm like, I am taking care of myself, girl. I'm trying to. But the thing is like, you have to literally take care of yourself. You cannot always be trying to suppress your feelings because you're so worried about everybody else. So many bad habits that I learned or picked up on, and just some things can lead you to destruction, like to self-destruct. I'm sorry, I know I keep saying it's because I haven't been on here in a while. But somebody's got to save you before you self-destruct, and you almost have to like analyze and dissect yourself, because no one else is gonna do it unless you go to a therapist. But at the end of the day, the therapist will help a little bit, and they can only do so much. So if you need a therapist, like I suggest it strongly. But at the end of the day, like, you came into this world alone. I mean, unless you have a twin, then you're lucky. You have somebody to talk to. But you came into this world alone. God brought you into this world alone, and you will leave by yourself too. So I really honestly feel like the only person that can get in touch with your, inner child and soul is you. But before you do that, you really have to see yourself. And I mean, like, see yourself, like, see everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. And that's why I named this channel JC the good, bad, and ugly, because that's life. It's not always pretty makeup. It's, But I like to think of it as a battle, and the makeup's just my war paint. War paint as in, like I said, if I'm not having a good day, I like to put on makeup. And if you look good, you feel good. So, but I don't have any more to say. I got stuff to do. This video is just really low key. It was kind of just like a get ready with me video. I have not been in the mood to wear eyeshadow, so I don't know. Lately, I have not been in the mood to want to put on eyeshadow, just like skin stuff. Mostly just like the powder under the eyes, and the concealer under the eyes, and then just powder foundation everywhere, like a real light, natural look. That's what I enjoy. But yes, I love you guys. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. And I'm going to insert that information down in the description box of the video. So right now, it looks like I'm almost done. Using some bronzer. But I love that bronzer, the Coco Naughty bronzer by Fenty Beauty. I love it. You know what? And I'm still missing all my makeup is still, a bunch of stuff is from when I moved is still missing. I'm still waiting to be reimbursed for it. So that's kind of annoying because I have a lot of stuff that I need to get. With the stuff that I got now, I'm kind of limited. But I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's better than not having anything. Some people have nothing, so. But when you do have close to nothing, don't let that stop you. Just do the best you can be with do the best you can with what you got. Because I feel like when you're grateful for what you got, that's when you get more. That's when God blesses you and you get more. Oh my gosh, look how crooked my nose is. Look at that. I hate that. Why did I even just say that? Trying to point that out. Why did I do that? I know this sounds so vain, but I want to get it fixed. There's just this hump there that I cannot stand. So one day, if I have money and I feel like it matters, I'm going to get it fixed. Until then, we're going to contour. Anyways, enjoy the rest of this Get Ready With Me / tutorial type vibe video. I just want to say wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope that you're well. And keep fighting the fight. And keep taking care of yourself and being healthy. And remember to tell yourself that you're beautiful, smart, and you're worth it every day. Sometimes you need to just say those words out loud as an affirmation and just put it into the universe. So I love you. Once again, if you need anything, you know where to reach me. Peace.